Okay, everyone, we got another email here on our listener mail. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Hi. I don't know who else to write to. I figured you're my best shot. At least you might believe me because of what you talk about on your show. My name's Sarah. This all happened a few weeks ago. I got invited over to a slumber party at my friend Tiffany's house. Amber and Amy were there too. It was just a small thing. Tiffany kept wanting to play a game called Melted Margret. It was kind of like Bloody Mary. Actually, it was exactly like Bloody Mary. The candle or flashlight, the mirror, it was all there. He said Melted Margret 3 times, and in the mirror appeared a girl whose face was melted, distorted, something like that. She said she had read about it online. Amy and Amber wanted to do it right away. I have to admit I was a little curious, plus those type of games never scared me. So after Tiffany's parents went to bed, we snuck into the bathroom. Tiffany held the flashlight underneath her chin, looked into the mirror and said, "Melted Margret, Melted Margret, Melted Margret." Nothing happened. Of course, it was just superstition. After a few minutes, Tiffany turned towards me and the flashlight still illuminated her face. And that was when I first saw it. Her right eye was slowly moving down her face. I stared at her. I couldn't even comprehend what I was looking at. What was even more strange was that Tiffany seemed to have no reaction. It had to be a trick of the light, I told myself, but in another few seconds her left eye began to slowly drift down her face like hot syrup oozing down. Tiffany must have recognized the panic in my own face because she turned towards Amy and Amber. I think she was mad. I think she thought I was trying to pull some sort of prank, but when she turned towards the other 2 girls, they screamed. Tiffany now looked into the mirror and saw her distorted features. She went to scream at her own reflection, but her mouth was now hanging low, swaying as she moved, her jawbone completely dislocated. Amy and Amber took off down the hall to get Tiffany's parents. Tiffany looked back at me. I didn't even recognize her. Her hair was falling out in clumps. She looked like a puddle. I could barely remember what she looked like before. The shock was too intense, but then something drew my attention to the mirror. The reflection of Tiffany in the mirror was not the monstrosity before me, but young Tiffany. Beautiful Tiffany, normal Tiffany, except the reflection had a wide, evil grin. In a flash, young, beautiful Tiffany was now standing in front of me in the bathroom, only illuminated by the flashlight she still held beneath her chin. And in the mirror was melted Tiffany, silently screaming, banging on the other side until she slowly faded from view. Pretty Tiffany stood there with me, alone in the darkened bathroom. She stared at me, and her mouth spread into a wide, evil grin. I never went back to Tiffany's house.